All right, we are live. Let me just double check something real quick. Okay, phew. All right. So yeah, if you guys are watching this is pre-recorded. I do have something scheduled out Wednesday evening that I can't be late to. Let me just see something real quick. Okay, there's a live right here. I'm gonna watch this on my other hand. Make sure late to. Let me just see something real quick. Okay, there's a live right here. Yeah, as long as the audio is good. All right, guys. Yes, pre-recorded live. This is literally a day after um, our last live, which was I forgot living off the land. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was a pretty fun stream. So please watch that. Pretty good stream. A lot of informative things. We did a lab at the end. Super dope. So today, what are we gonna do here? And guys, please rate the course in the description below. Okay, I got links and all that good stuff in there. It's gonna take like 2 minutes, answer the questionnaire, but please rate it below. I want to know my feedback. I want to know how well I'm doing, so I could better these streams I'm giving out to you guys. Okay. What else? What else? If you guys do have comments and questions regarding this stream, just putting in the chat below. I'll get back to it next week. Okay. Or next week, which is the 26th, which you guys should be seeing this on the 26th. I'll get back to all your questions and answer them in the comments. And for those who are giving flowers and blessings in the live chat, sorry I can't properly respond to it in action, but thank you guys. I'm gonna actually drop that in the chat. This is pre-recorded. I should have done this order earlier. Pre-recorded. I have. Thank you for all the future comments. There we go. Comments. Actually, I should probably, yeah. All right. Pre-recorded. All right. I just dropped that in my own chat. I'm gonna just put that on the screen right there. Okay. We're a couple minutes in. There we go. This is pre-recorded. Oh my god, I spelled that. It's supposed to be thank you for the future comments. Golly. All right, we're taking L's. We're taking L's. Okay, let's just get to the lesson. Okay, we got a good lesson. If time permits, we're gonna do a lab. So we're gonna see how that goes. Okay. Let me actually. Where's the lesson? Oh, it's right here. Full screen. We're gonna present. Share screen. Screen one. All right. Gosh, that error, that comment error is throwing me off my nerve. Thank you for all the future comments. The spelling error. There we go. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about advanced persistent threats, APT. This class was inspired by, shout out to Premier. I was humbly invited to that, I believe it was Hack the World. Was it Hack the World? Yep, Hack the World live streaming he had on his Discord. Guys, if you're not familiar with his Discord, join it. I dropped the link multiple times on this channel. Just check the live streams, is there. And we were talking about he brought up the fact about APT. He jokingly calls some of his team, friends APTs and stuff like, oh, that's the APT. So I'm like, you know what? This will be a great class to do it on and talk about APTs or advanced persistent threats. What the heck are they? So we're definitely going to talk about that. That's how it's supposed to look like. Let's get to it. Don't want to waste up too much time. Okay, APT. Now, table of contents, what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to talk about what are APTs, characteristics of APTs, some examples, live examples, and I have fresh articles pertaining to this week on APT activities. And then lastly, we're going to close off with sources on where I got this information from and these slides, the slide layouts and all that stuff, the planet layouts. So first, we're going to talk about what the heck are APTs. Okay, let's get right into it. Advanced persistent threats. An advanced persistent threat, APT, is a sophisticated, sustained cyber attack in which an intruder establishes an undetected presence in the network in order to steal sensitive data over a prolonged period of time. All right. And if you guys are looking at the thumbnail, looks super fire. There's a reason I added Itachi Uchiha. If you guys don't know him, he is a fictional character in the story Naruto. Now he's technically he's a spy. He's a spy for the Leaf Village. All right, but he's working with the Akatsuki. It's an evil organization gathering intel to bring it back to the Leaf Village. All right, so that's pretty much it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he was working on the third Hokage. That could be wrong. Whatever, but that's the reason for the thumbnail, and that's the symbolism behind it. Not only is he inside of the evil group, he's gathering intel and feigning as the evil person. But if you watch the series, he was not at all. Okay. Let's read on. So there you go. This is a cyber attack we haven't really talked about on this channel. If you guys think about it, we never talked about APTs. We never talked about these type of attacks because these are serious big attacks. So this deserves its own stream, which we're doing right now. Okay. An APT attack is carefully planned and designed to infiltrate a specific organization, evade existing security measures, and fly under the radar. Guys, this goes back to the OffSec stream. All right, everything goes back to OffSec, especially when it comes into red versus blue team or APTs. Working. They want to make sure they're not being detected by the blue team guys, by their antivirus solutions, by their EDRs, by their IPS, none of that stuff. They want to float under the radar. So that only are they going to use good OffSec, they're going to live off the land. See how these classes are coming together? All right. They're going to be using living off the land techniques, tactics, and procedures to evade the security radar and fly under it. All right. Executing an APT attack requires a higher degree of customization and sophistication than a traditional attack. Guys, if you remember, I believe it was 2 streams ago, we talked about, I opened up with the CRTO. It's a great red team certification. Many people in the OXP Discord channel has it. And what it teaches how to pull, how to move like an APT, all that stuff, how to move with silence. For guys pwning boxes right now on Kali Linux, you look at the homepage, what does it say? You're more, damn, I forgot the logo. Something about you're more quiet when you're silent. I forgot the whole logo. That's an L. Okay. But basically, executing APT attacks require a high degree of customization and sophistication than a traditional attack. All right. Adversaries are typically well-funded, experienced teams of cyber criminals that target high-value organizations. They spend significant time and resources researching and identifying vulnerabilities within the organization. Now, that's a key point right there. They're well-funded. If you guys look at these cyber tools, aside from the free one, like Burp, you got Burp Suite, you got Nessus, and all these tools. These tools cost money. They run off of licensing, so they cost money. But what a nation funded, or I don't think we got to that point, but some of these adversaries, these APTs, they're nation funded. All right, they're backed by certain provinces or countries or states to pull off these attacks for 4 main reasons. And we're going to talk about these reasons in the next slide. Why APT attack these high value organizations, where that's financial banks, education institution, all that good stuff. All right. So, they spend significant time and resource researching and identifying vulnerabilities within the organization. Guys, this is where recon comes in. They're reconning, scoping out the land. All right. Okay, they hold their data there. All right, their security. These are their security engineers. Blah blah blah. They do a lot of time, and this is why it's cool. It's cool, and this is where Red Team goes into. They liking their activities to these guys. They'll study certain APTs and move like them. And we're going to go over a whole bunch of APTs. All right. So I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm looking forward to the labs, but we will see. Okay. Let's move on. So these are the 4 goals of APTs. You have cyber espionage, including theft of intellectual property or state secrets. You have e-crime. Actually, before I even go on, guys, man, I don't think I was supposed to talk about this last night. When I mean last night, I'm talking about last week. About theft of intellectual property. Do you guys remember this? Should I pull it up right now? You guys remember that? Let me pull it up real quick. I wanted to talk about this Pentagon leak documents. I don't know if I talked about this, guys. Right here. We're gonna use this one. Pentagon. All right. Members of chat room where leaked Pentagon documents surfaced tell CNN alleged leaker didn't want users to be shocked by the news cycles. All right. So let's read this. We're gonna read it real quick because it's not too according to the lesson plan. A member of the private online chat room where a major leak of U.S. classified documents surfaced has defended 21-year-old Jack T, who was charged in connection to the leak on Friday, telling CNN that Jack shared the classified material to keep other members informed, so we won't be shocked by the news cycles. Okay, and so on and so on. So the reason I brought this out, that's pretty much cyber espionage. We don't care if they're gamers. We don't care if they're Minecraft players or rifle toting. They're stealing intellectual property from the government. All right, Pentagon. So that's cyber espionage in itself, and that's literally that's recent. That's this month, April, 2023. Second, 4 goals. So that's one of the goals for the APTs, cyber espionage. Second, e-crime for financial gain. You know, this is stuff hackers are doing. This is your ransomware, but the way they do it is completely different. Hacktivism, so for a purpose, for a cause, and destruction, just to vandalize, you know, property and all that stuff. So we're gonna break this down. We're gonna break all 4 of these down to the molecules. All right, break it down like an enzyme. Let's get it. If I could move on to the next slide. So cyber espionage. Okay, what the heck is this? Well, cyber espionage or cyber spying is a type of cyber attack in which an unauthorized user attempts to access sensitive or classified data or intellectual property (IP) for economic gain, competitive advantage, or political reasons. All right, that's cyber espionage, guys. I just showed you an example of that. All right, and that was just from some script kiddies. All right, I don't even know if they knew what they were doing. All right, but when these APTs do it, first they do their recon, they get into the network, and they exfiltrate data out of it. Let me see if I can pull this one article. Again, this is off. This is live. It's pre-recorded, but it's live. If you guys get it. And network for months. This was a very old article. I want to see if I can quickly find it. Damn. No, let me see. That was just one article. Let me see if I can find advanced APT persistent threats. Let me see if I can find this one article. Damn, I can't find it. There was this one story of this one APT that was in a network of this one company for months. All right, 4 months. Let's see. No, I can't find it. Cannot find it. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Oh, wait. No, I can't find it. Unfortunately, but there was a good story about it. This one group was in the corporate network for months, and it was like, whoa, what the heck? And they didn't get detected. It was crazy. Almost months to a year. Crazy stuff, man. All right, so that's cyber espionage. Again, they do it for classified data, intellectual property, or for economic gain, competitive advantage, or political reasons. So there's a lot that goes within this one goal for APTs. All right, political reasons, and that's where you have groups like Anonymous, which falls under hacktivism. Competitive advantage. Okay, we got intel on this state, this nation. Let's take advantage. So it gets really, really deep. It gets really, really deep. I'm still trying to find this article. I really want to show you guys it. Hacker and network for months. Let me see. Damn, why can't I find? I can't find it. I cannot find it. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Let me show you guys this real quick. Actually, I think this goes. Oh, this was the article I was thinking of. Okay, I'm glad I found it. This was earlier this year. FBI says it hacked the hackers of a ransomware service, saving victims $130 million. The U.S. Justice Department says it has access to the network. Had access to the network since last July. So that's an example on the good side of cyber espionage, obtaining and passing decryption keys to victims before they paid the attackers. So the FBI they were fighting this Hive, this is a notorious ransomware group. They were in their network for months. Let me see. Yeah, last few months, man. And then they took down Hive. That's freaking dope. That is freaking dope. So this is good news we want to see of these evil hacker groups being taken down. This is what we want to see, man. So yeah, that's the article. I'm so glad I found it because that's real talk. They posed in their network for months, did some cyber espionage, got some keys, found more than 1,000 encryption keys tied to previous victims of the group. All right, real talk, man. So that's some good stuff. Sorry for the wait, guys. Let's get back to the lesson. Why is cyber espionage used? Okay. Cyber espionage is primarily used as a means to gather sensitive or classified data, trade secrets, or other forms of IP that could be used by the aggressor to create a competitive advantage or sold for financial gain. In some cases, the breach is simply intended to cause reputational harm to the victim by exposing private information or questionable business practice. Now, there's some articles I cannot pull up because they're very controversial about, certain elite people doing crazy stuff, and this is why. So there's good sides to cyber espionage, just bad sides. If I'm not mistaken, again, this is all ad hoc. The whole lesson's done, but this is stuff coming into my mind right now. Do you guys remember? Was it Edward Snowden? All right, I believe he was a whistleblower. Let me see if I could pull up. Oh, they have movies about him. Okay, let me see. We're gonna pull this up real quick. Edward Snowden, the whistleblower behind the NSA surveillance revelations. The 29-year-old source behind the biggest intelligence leak in the NSA's history explains his motives, his uncertain future, and why he never intended on hiding in the shadows. All right. So Edward Snowden, many years ago, he disclosed numerous top secret documents to the public, which, whistleblower. He was one of the most popular whistleblowers. Okay. And he went over to explain, certain things the government's doing that the citizens need to, know about. And oh, wow, look at this. He had, wow, $200K a year, had a home in Hawaii. He sacrificed all of that to what? I can't in good conscience allow the U.S. government to destroy privacy, internet freedom, and basic liberties for people around the world with this massive surveillance machine they're secretly building. All right? That goes into cyber espionage. He was an employee. He got inside data information, and he leaked it. All right? So I brought him up. This is a real life story. This happened years ago. So this goes for all of us. If you see some wicked business practices, are you gonna tell, or are you just gonna keep your mouth shut, make your money, and then just live with your life and stuff like that? So many people say he's a hero. Many people say he's a criminal. And wow, this is almost a decade old. Wow. So interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. Let's read on. And that goes into why he did his cyber espionage. Okay. Cyber espionage attacks can be motivated by monetary gain. They may also be deployed in conjunction with military operations or as an act of cyber terrorism or cyber warfare. The impact of cyber espionage, particularly when it's part of a broader military or political campaign, can lead to disruptions of public services and infrastructure as well as loss of life. So, yeah, after Edward Snowden leaked that, internet went crazy. Internet went crazy. So that's pretty much cyber espionage in a nutshell. I believe that was the last slide to that. So that's one of the goals that APTs strive for: leaking sensitive information, whether it's for financial reason, competitive reasons, or just defaming business practices. Oh, we got more on it. Cyber espionage targets. The most common target of cyber espionage include large corporations, government agency, academic institutions, think tanks, or other organizations that possess valuable IP. When it means IP in this context, it's not talking about your internet protocol, your IP address. No, it's intellectual property and technical data that can create a competitive advantage for another organization or government. Target campaign can also be waged against individuals, such as prominent political leaders and government officials, business executives, and even celebrities. Whoa, man. And we've seen a lot of examples with this. A lot of examples with it. Some I just can't bring up, very controversial. So that's pretty much cyber espionage in a nutshell. And these are the targets they go for. Academic institutions, all right, selling information about kids and students. Government agency. We just saw the Pentagon thing. That was a espionage. Large corporation. All right. We recently seen that with the LastPass hack. Okay. So these are live and up to date examples of cyber espionage going on right now in 2023. Okay. E-crime. This is the second goal for APTs. E-crime, which is just pretty much your general internet hacking, pretty much. E-crime or cybercrime is any crime that happens through the use of technology, ranging from stalking online to the non-consensual sharing of intimate photos or videos. It can happen to anyone, from children to the elderly, and everyone in between. Now, I believe I made mention of this 2 streams ago on was it? Yeah, I think it was Offset where we talked about sextortion. All right, that's cybercrime where criminals will use explicit photos of the target and hold them up for like ransomware. Hey, you better do this or you better do that. Or I'm leaking this. I'm leaking that picture you sent me. All right, same thing. Same thing in cybercrime. Okay, stalking people. They have a term, dox. All right, actually, I'm gonna look that up because I hear it a lot. I'm like, what the heck? What does dox someone mean? Let me see. Dox someone meaning. Right here. So dox looks like it's an informal word. Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on internet, typically with malicious intent. All right. So that's pretty much doxing. It's not cool. Don't do it. And actually, I think I did an article on this about e-crime. This could lead into swatting. All right. Calling police services on a false act. Police service. Actually, I'm a Floridian. Um, this happened this morning. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, what the heck? Florida. Was it an Amber Alert? Let me see something. Amber Alert today. Let me see if I can bring up this article. Okay. Now, I don't know why this happened. I haven't done too much research into it. This happened literally at 4:45 a.m. All right. That's the same message I saw on my phone. I'm like, what the flip? So I don't know if this. Oh, it looks like it was an error. Okay. So yeah, it looks to be an error. The reason I brought this up because cyber criminals. Let's say a cyber criminal launches, disrupt people's sleep. All right, get them out of REM sleep and all this stuff. So interesting stuff. It looks like a casual error. All right. Yeah, that thing was scary. All right, back to the lesson. Financial scams. All right, this is the third goal for APTs. All right. Increasingly remote access and computer hacking is used by criminals to access victims' bank accounts. These schemes are increasingly sophisticated and are not always easy to spot. They are often perpetuated by a highly skilled individual who used techniques to gain the trust and compliance of a person by building a relationship with them. While some victims may be able to absorb smaller losses, others describe losing everything, including their life savings. And guys, making a lot of breaks. If you guys remember last stream on Offset, we talked about that. There was a cybercrime, what's called like pig butchering, something like that, where hackers will use false pretense to start romance relationship and scam their quote unquote partner out of funds. All right. We talked about how this one woman lost millions from her inheritance to a hacker. So this is a very true story. Let's read that again. While some victims may be able to absorb smaller losses, others describe losing everything, including their life savings, and may experience difficulties meeting their living costs. Where money lost to scams has been borrowed from financial institution or family members, there may be the added burden of repaying those debts. Yep. For those unaffected, actually, hold on. This is live, right? I told you guys this is live. This is just stuff popping off my mind. What was that story? Lynn loses EBT money. Let me see if I can find the story. Damn. This might be an old story. Damn. Actually, let me see. Block. Let me see if I can find this updated story. Okay. We'll do this one. Right here. Snap skimming. Victims may get stolen benefits reimbursed. All right. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. So some low-income household that were electronically, guys, we're dealing. I told you guys this is a cybersecurity course. Electronically robbed of the funds they use for food and denied reimbursement may soon have their stolen benefits reinstated. So this is good, but this goes off the recent attacks. This article is from 5 months ago. In recent months, thieves use hidden skimming device have targeted a growing number of participants of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. So look how much money was stolen. Over $1.6 million of SNAP benefits were stolen from over 5,000 households. Guys, that's not cool. All right. You guys want to watch this video? All right, we're going to watch this video. Fair use. All right. This is my first time playing a video on my channel. Fair use. Let's see how this works.
Friends have been telling friends about Colonial.
All right, we got to add
acceptance whole life insurance for more than 50 years. And with good reason.
Let me mute that. Yeah, we're going to mute that. While that ad's going. So it looks like they're going to get their money back, which is good. But this all goes back into what? Financial scams. Okay. Although the class is primarily targeted towards APTs, this is something hackers will take advantage of. All right. So really keep that in mind. So let's go back to that article. Should be done by now.
Hundreds of dollars after using this credit card reader inside a 7-Eleven in McKinney, Texas. She had a suspicion that something wasn't right, went back to the place of her last purchase, and started rolling. Her video posted to TikTok and Twitter, now going viral. You can see the card skimmer placed right on top of the credit card reader and how easily she was able to pop it off. Rattler told us this all started last Wednesday when she went in to buy a bag of chips.
Fair use. Fair use. Wow. So I'm not going to play the rest of the video. You guys see what's going on. Damn. Wow. Oh, Texas woman scam out of 100 filmed viral. Oh, man. We're not going to watch the rest of this, but that's how these hackers. And dude, guys, there's not a look to what people think. Oh, hacker somebody with a hoodie and an anonymous mask. Get that out of your mind. Anybody could be a hacker. All right. So you may be looking at this person. Oh, that's a genuine. That could be a hacker. Okay. All right, we're done with that. Let's read on. For those affected, there can be distress as to how this could happen to them, which may result in sadness, anger, sleep disturbance, and feelings of vulnerability. For a person who experienced romance fraud, the emotional impact includes the loss of the perceived relationship, as well as any related financial losses. Okay, emotional effects could be long term with a lasting impact. A victim may find themselves feeling more cautious than before, being wary, or losing trust in others. These are normal responses to crime, and there are supports in the communities to help people feel less alone. So these hackers don't care. All right, they're committing these crimes and stuff like that, and it's messing up with people's psyche. All right, it's bad enough. It's bad enough. And we're gonna talk about it. Are we're gonna talk about it. Let me get this article right here. Let me get this article. Remember the key thing. Those affected can be distressed. All right. Don't have. There we go. I pulled this article multiple times. I'm pulling it again. This class is going off the rail, but it's okay. We're getting some edification in here. 6 in 10 Americans don't even have 500 in savings. All right, and that's somebody who's recently been laid off a week ago. I'm not in this category. Thank God, but you guys still need to prepare, man. This is not a joke, because if a hacker, all right, finesses you out of a financial scam, whether it's ransomware or a card skimming device, now you can't pay for your bills. Now you can't take care of your family. Now you're going to have emotional effect that could be long term. All right. And you start losing trust in others. Now you're doing illegal activities to fund your household. Guys, this is not a game. And this is stuff hackers are causing, and they don't care. Let's see. We're going to read quickly through this. Nearly 6 in 10 Americans don't have enough savings to cover a 500 or 1,000 unplanned expense, according to a new report from Bankrate. Okay. Only 41% of adults reporting having enough in their savings account to cover a surprise bill of this magnitude. A little more than 20% said they'll put it on a credit card. And while 20% would cut their spending to 11%, would turn to friends and families for financial assistance. Guys, and dude, I got laid off. I lost, my income dropped drastically, but I still know I need to work, and I got to compete. I got to gain some money, because no one's going to save me. This is the real talk. No one's going to save you, man. When I travel down tonight, and I'll be traveling down in a couple hours to Miami, I see people on tents, bro. And this is so, and you're in your car, got your daughter, got your son. Mom, he's actually, look away. Don't look at him. Don't. It is what it is. No one's going to save you. So you guys got to make sure you don't get finessed by these hackers and these APTs, and then now you're out of funds and now you're struggling. All right? This is some sad stuff. Back to the lesson. Hacktivism. Is this the third one? Are we on the third one or the fourth one? Hacktivism. And internet activism. Well, and internet, I think I mistyped that. And internet activism, hacktivism, or hacktivism, yeah, I mistyped that badly, is the use of computer-based techniques such as hacking as a form of civil disobedience to promote a political agenda or social change. So we had this with WikiLeaks, guys. You guys remember WikiLeaks many years ago? Let me see if I could get that news article about it. And this is why I like doing live classes, because just stuff just pops off the mind and stuff like that. Let me see. Corporate media. Let me just click this random article. If you guys remember WikiLeaks, pretty much this was a document leaked many years ago, and it contains get rid of that. Contains some political stuff and all that stuff, which we're not going to talk about, but it's still in the news today. This is an article from 2 months ago. WikiLeaks exposed the extent of U.S. meddling abroad and corruption at home. Why have we forgotten it? So we're not going to go to beyond past this before it gets crazy. But this goes into hacktivism. All right, the people who hacked for WikiLeaks did it for a reason, to promote a political agenda or social change. Hey, look, this country's bad. This country's doing this. Oh, look, this person's bad. All right, that's hacktivism in a nutshell. Let's see. Hacktivist motivations. Primarily, hacktivism is sparked by an individual's or a group's perception of what they consider to be wrong or unjust, and hence incentivizes them to do something about it. Motivations include revenge, political, social incentives, ideology, protest, a desire to embarrass a certain organization or individuals within those within those organizations, or sometimes sheer vandalism. In general, hacker groups aim to question, provoke, and challenge governments, organizations, and companies who go against their moral position. That's pretty much their morale. That's pretty much their purpose in general. You guys notice I haven't drunk water this whole time. um, I do part-time work right now, so I wasn't on the phone too much. So that's why if you compare it to the last stream, coughing and drinking water and all that, nah, you're not gonna see this on this stream. Thank goodness. But that's generally hacktivist motivation, guys. One popular hacktivist, I guess you could say, group, is Anonymous. Okay, Anonymous. Let me see. Oh, let me bring out this article about Anonymous. So, what is Anonymous? How the infamous hacktivist, bro? We just talked about that. How the infamous hacktivist group went from 4chan trolling to launching cyber attacks on Russia. Wow. And that's the infamous Anonymous mask that you see on a lot of YouTube thumbnails, art, and all that stuff. Okay. For nearly 2 decades, one of the world's most infamous hacker groups has operated under the name Anonymous. A mysterious online community is making headlines again. Okay. And it looks like they declare cyber war against Putin and all that stuff. Yeah. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. And look, remember how I talked about political reasons? Look what they said. Put yourselves in the shoes of Ukrainians being bombed right now. Together we could change the world. So it goes on to talk about the Ukraine and Russia war, which we're not going to get into. But yeah, philosophies and targets, all that stuff. All right. So let me see. Should I bring out this article? Yeah, bring out this real quick. So it looks like they had this is the timeline of Anonymous. They've been doing work since 2006. Look at all these. Just scroll down and down. Operation Leak Spin, Zimbabwe, attack on Fine Gael website. Okay. So on and so on and so on. And it goes on and on and on and on. So yeah, damn, that's a lot of attacks. That is a lot of attacks. So let's close that out. Close that. Back to this. And as you can see, Anonymous fits this whole motivation definition right here. Okay. And we're gonna go into targets. Just in case people are joining now, this is a pre-recorded live stream. Okay. I'll put this up real quick. This is a pre-recorded live stream. All right. So if I can't respond to questions right now at the moment, or if you guys are, giving flowers in the chat, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, guys. So that explains why. I should probably put a banner up. Let me see one. Put a banner. This is pre-recorded. Let's see. All right, let's put that banner. Let's see how this one works. Yeah, there we go. Getting the hang of this. So, yep, this is pre-recorded. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, it's not a live show. I should see in the bottom right corner. Okay, hacktivist targets. All right. Common targets for hacktivists include government agencies, multinational corporations, or any other entity perceived as bad or wrong by the hacktivist group or individual. Of course, gaining unauthorized access to any organization's assets through such activities is a criminal crime. Criminal act, no matter what the intentions might be. So there we go. Guys, do not. That's why I highly advise, just hack boxes. If you want to learn how to hack, practice with some boxes on Try Hack Me or Hack the Box, or download them on your host machine and spin them up in your hypervisor. These are great ways to get experience on hacking instead of doing it on real life companies, because you don't have permission, and no matter what your intention might be, I'm trying to lab, or I'm trying to get it, I'm trying to make them notice me. I'm trying to do a bug bounty. Dude, you could get arrested. Actually, we're gonna talk about, man, I don't think we're gonna have time for labs, man. I'm gonna be honest. Let me see. Dude, let me see if I can find his article. Arrested bug bounty. Let me see. Is this it? I think this is it. It was more recent. It was more recent. Let's see. Hungary. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Hungarian researchers faces jail time for vulnerability disclosure. No good deeds goes unpunished, right? A researcher in Hungary could be spending as long as 8 years in jail simply for discovering and reporting a vulnerability in the network. One of the country's largest telcos. Okay. Look at this. Rather than recognize the bug hunter or pay out a bounty, the telco instead ratted out the white hat to the police. He can now get as many as 8 years in jail if convicted on charges of hacking into the company network and database. Wow, guys. Hopefully the dude gets out of this, but damn, sorry. Sorry about that. A rubber band broke in my mouth. No, but guys, man, hackers trying to white hat hackers are getting hacked. I mean, sorry, hackers are getting locked up. The irony, you expect more black hats, but damn, I'm gonna put this back in real quick. Hold on, get myself off the screen. Man, wow. Man, dude, guys, that's why you have to follow the scope. If you're doing bug bounty programs, follow the scope. Make sure you're following the rules set by the company and all that good stuff. Because although you're trying to do something good, you did not have permission, so you did technically hack into their system and stuff like that. Damn, 8 years, man, for a bug bounty. That's some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Speaking of that, let me show you the flip side. Dude makes. Show you the flip side. I think I was reading this morning off a Apple. Let me see. Wait. Oh no. Wait. Off makes 100K off of a vulnerability. Damn, I was just reading this morning. Ah, man. Oh, is it this one? I was literally just reading this morning. Interesting. Okay. We'll bring this up. This is on the flip side. Yeah, all right, I'll just accept. Microsoft pays Brit $100,000 bounty for finding a bug in Windows 8.1. Okay, so this is on the flip side. He actually found the bug, which the other guy did, but I believe he got permission. Okay, he got permission from Microsoft, and then they paid him out. So that's a good insight. And the reason I'm bringing all of this up, it goes back to hacktivists. All right, some people want to hack for fun, hack to lab, or hack to point out vulnerabilities. Doesn't matter what the intention might be. Getting unauthorized access to any organization is illegal. Okay. Let me see. Hackers, millions, bug crowd. Let me bring out this one more time. Man, I'm debating if we're gonna get through all the slides, man. Bug Crowds pays out $500,000 to white hat hackers in 1 week. 1 week, man. So this is if you do it the right way. All right, Bug Crowd is a free platform used to get involved into hacking. and you get paid for each bugs you find and all that good stuff. So yeah, all that good stuff. So guys, I had to bring that up. Doesn't matter what your intentions might be. Make sure you get written access. Okay, that was the third one. The fifth one, destruction. Yep, destruction. This is the fourth goal of APTs. Don't forget the subject. We're talking about APTs. Although we're bringing all this stuff out, we are talking about APTs. Cybersecurity ventures expect global cybercrime costs to grow by 15% per year over the next 5 years, reaching 10.5 trillion USD dollars annually by 2025. That's 2 years from now. Damn, 10.5 trillion in damages. Up from $3 trillion in 2015. Guys, whoa, hold on. In 10 years, it almost tripled. It actually did triple. Wow. That should tell you something. This is just 2015. We had internet, we had devices. Crime, cybercrime, the dark side is looking more tempting. This might be another video idea about the dark side of cybersecurity. All right, dark arts. I don't know. But this represents the greatest transfer of economic wealth in history. Risk the incentives for innovation and investment is I'm reading that wrong. Is exponentially larger than the damage inflicted from natural disasters. In a year, damn, dude, these hackers are beating out natural disaster damages. You know, is my thing blurry? Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean this. Hackers are beating out natural disasters, bro, and damages, and will be more profitable than the global trade of all major illegal drugs combined. Guys, it's a great time to get in cybersecurity. Although I was laid off, it wasn't because of any financial reason, I assume. But this looks like a great career to get into, and I'm trying my best to get back into the field. Job market's crazy rough right now. Did over 150 applications, but I'll get back in. I'm just gonna take my time and study. But man, dude, cybercrime damages, cybercrime costs will be more than a global trade of all major legal drugs. This is, man, I mean, just think about that. Kingpins across the world, natural disaster damage. We saw what happened with, was it Turkey with the earthquake? Cybercrime costs damage more than that. Woo! Wow. Meditate on that. All right. Why destruction? So why would cyber or APTs or hackers, why would they do this? All right. The damage cost estimation is based on historical cybercrime figures, including recent year-over-year growth. A dramatic increase in hostile nation-state sponsored and organized cyber gang hacking activities, and a cyber attack surface which will be an order of magnitude greater in 2025 than is today. Man, bro, I gotta get back into the field, bro. I gotta get back into at least help. The destruction is coming either way, but just see if I can help repair or just prevent certain things from getting destroyed. All right, we saw earlier slides, card skimming, snap scams, all this stuff. They're destroying low-income households' finances. Dude, it's gonna get rough, guys. It's gonna get rough. Cybercrime costs include damage and destruction of data, stolen money, snap, lost productivity, theft of intellectual property, theft of personal and financial data, embezzlement, fraud. Actually, speaking of intellectual property, let me see. Remove. I want to talk about this. Yeah, removes game. Let me see. This is one news article. I want to see. No. Oh, is that it? Oh, right here, right here, right here. Is this it? Let me see. Yank, because okay, it actually tax the players. All right, this might not be the right article. Okay, I'm getting a lot of crazy ads, but let me actually close this out. There was a Steam game that was removed recently. Steam game removed for stealing. Let's see if I can find that article. Ah, this is it. This is it. This is it. All right, sorry about that. Dark and Darker removed from Steam after asset stealing accusations. This came out last month. All right. Iron Mace has been having a tough couple months after it was accused of stealing assets. This is your intellectual property from a game that was canceled at Nexon. Okay. The studio is reportedly made up of former Nexon employees who were fired for leaking code and breaking confidentiality agreements. According to reports, they allegedly stole assets from the shelf game and went ahead and developed it as a new game at the studio. Of course, the devs denied any such allegation. However, Iron Mace has now taken a major hit, and Dark and Darker has been delisted from Steam. Man, guys, this goes back to intellectual property. Intellectual property. It's not a game. I'm not familiar with this game, never played it, never watched any gameplay on it. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. So it goes back to why destruction. You know, people are stealing intellectual property and trying to make their own games off of it, allegedly. So on and so on. Woo! All right. Man. Woo! What a day. Wow. That was good. We're not even done. I got like 20 more slides left. And we got like 39 minutes left. Oh gosh. I would love to do 3 hours, but I got somewhere to go. Let's get to it. Give you guys a little break. Water break. Again, guys, this is pre-recorded. All right, this is not live. I'm recording this on, let me see the date. April 20th. I'm recording on April 20th. Sorry, I was just looking at a message. All right. All right, let's get to it. 3 stages of an APT attack. Infiltration. In the first phase, advanced persistent threats often gain access through social engineering techniques. One indication of an APT is a phishing email that selectively targets high-level individuals like senior executives or technology leaders. Let me get rid of the banner. Guys, don't forget to take notes, take screenshots, do what you want to do with the information. One indication of an APT is a phishing email that selectively targets high-level individuals like senior executives or technology leaders, often using information obtained from other team members that have already been compromised. Email attacks that target specific individuals are called spear phishing. The email may seem to come from a team member and include references to an ongoing project. If several executives report being duped by a spear phishing attack, start looking for other signs of an APT. All right. We're going to move a little bit faster with this because we got a lot to cover. I don't want to make a part 2 of this. Escalation in lateral movement. Once initial access has been gained, hackers insert malware into an organization's network to move to the second phase, expansion. They move laterally to map the network and gather credentials such as account names and passwords in order to access critical business information. Guys, and this is what, if you guys watched the stream last night, or if you guys are watching this last week, about living off the land, we talked a lot about this, and I actually did a lab showing, privilege escalation, lateral movement, all that good stuff. If time permits, we could do another lab, but I don't think we'll be able to do it. They may establish a backdoor we talked about last stream, a scheme that allows them to sneak into the network later to conduct stealth operations. Additional entry points are often established to ensure that the attack can continue if a compromised point is discovered and closed. All right, so that's your backdoors. Something I'm practicing with, using backdoors onto machines so I could access them through my target box, Kali Linux, and that's when I use Netcat. Use net class nc-nvlp, and then you put the port, and then on the target machine, you make that connection, and that's called reverse shell. Okay. Exfiltration, and I believe this happened with the LastPass attack. Let me see if I could exfil. Oh, it's actually happening with Cisco, if I'm not mistaken. Exfiltration LastPass. Let me see. Attackers. Yeah, we're gonna bring this out. Exfiltration. I want to bring out this news. The reason I like bringing out news articles because these are real stuff really happening. So if you guys are familiar with the LastPass breach, all right. It all started. I'll just read these two first. I'll read these 3 paragraphs. LastPass, which in December 2022 disclosed a severe data breach that allowed threat actors to access encrypted password vaults, said it had happened as a result of the same adversary launching a second attack on its system. So same adversary, same person, same hackers, same thing. The company said one of its DevOps engineer had their personal home computer hacked and infected with a keylogger as part of a sustained cyber attack that exfiltrated sensitive data from his Amazon AWS cloud storage server. Bam, there you go. That's exfiltration in the flesh. The threat actor leveraged information stolen during the first incident. Wow. Information available from a third-party breach. Wow. And a vulnerability in a third-party media software package to launch a coordinated second attack. The password management. Guys, this is crazy. This was a 3-step plan attack. First, the hacker did a first breach months ago, used that information to launch a second. Oh, sorry. Before he did that, he got information from a third-party breach, and then he used those 2 information, also a vulnerability within the software media package, to launch a second attack. That's crazy. That is crazy. And you guys could go on with that. I believe Cisco had this was last year. Exfiltration. Let me see if Cisco had an article about this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one right here. I remember this one last year. I think I was in. Wasn't I in Noctech? Yeah, I was in Noctech. Cisco admits corporate network compromised by gang with links to Lapis. VoiceFish their way in, but Switchzilla claims no damage was done. Cisco disclosed on Wednesday that its corporate network was accessed by cyber criminals in May after an employee personal Google account was compromised. Do you guys see the trend? Where a lot of employees are using their personal accounts or personal PCs to work, at work. That's not good. Even when I was a SOC analyst, I use a VM. Actually, it's still right here. I'll show you guys. I use that VM to work. So I was working off a VM that was isolated off of my host machine. All right. I still have my data and all that stuff on here. My actual laptop was actually wiped, though. My work laptop was wiped. But I use a VM because I have more freedom and all this other stuff. But that's what I like. At least use a VM or something, or use a laptop with at least privileges. Like, seriously, guys. And your Google account, really? Again, no, come on, guys. The world's largest networking vendor disclosed a months-old compromise after a list of files accessed during the incident appeared on the dark web. A Cisco statement asserts the company did not identify any impacts to its business as a result of this incident, including Cisco products or services, sensitive customer data, or sensitive employee information, intellectual property, or supply chains operation. All right. Cisco Security Incident Response, CSIRT, and the company's cybersecurity intelligence group, Cisco Talos, specified the only successful data exfiltration was from an account with cloud storage locker box that was associated with a compromised employee's account. Bam. So we're not going to read too much about that. Oh wait, you guys got to see this. The attacker, according to the Talos post, the attackers obtained access to Cisco network, enrolled in a series of devices for MFA, and authenticated successfully to the Cisco VPN. Wow. The attacker then escalated to administrative privileges, allowing them to log into multiple systems. This is freaking cool and dangerous at the same time, man. The reason why it's cool, because you're in a network. Well, he does have history with this network, but you're in a network you're not too familiar with, and you're doing all this on the fly. Because when I first read this last time, the moment he swooped in, he was on a timer, because the Cisco security team got notified, and then they took him out. But he did get some data. But man, look, he did voice phishing techniques, used various accent. Wow. And he cracked MFA. Guys, this is crazy. But there we go. Yeah, Cisco was able to revoke that act. Guys, this is some. Now, the thing about this hacker, he's talented as heck. He or she is talented as heck. Did what they had to do. But APTs, they're in the network for months. They're not going to get caught like this. Think about that. So remember, the class team is APTs. They're in there for months, if not years. Let me see if I can show you guys something real quick. Versus penetration testing. Okay, we're going to show you this real quick. So a lot of people get it wrong. Hey, what's the difference between red team and penetration testing? Open an image, a new tab. Can I zoom in? So you got your penetration testing, find vulnerabilities, exploit it, write a report. Red team, anything could go. Look at this. Let's read this. You not only are you finding and evaluating and exploiting targets. I said exploiting targeted and objective-driven vulnerabilities. Red team test involves using a flexible methodology where the team is encouraged to think. Let me zoom this up for you guys so you guys can see. Where the team is encouraged to think creatively and use anything at hand for testing. Penetration testing, you have a scope. All right. The security team and employees are not giving any notice about the testing taking place, APT style. All right. All that stuff. Wow, look at the cost too. Is this Kevin McNick? Oh, shout out to Kevin McNick, guys. He black hack turned white hack. Man, good stuff, bro. Look at the services. Golly. Hire Kevin to speak. Man, sorry. This is really cool, dude. Now, he did an article about penetration testing versus red teaming. Let's see. Red teaming is a phrase derived from military simulation wherein officers think ahead to the what ifs for every plan of attack they strategize. Red team is a war game. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. The goal of a pen test is to find many security gaps as possible. A red team engagement goal is to find one way in, exploit it, and then escalate. Interesting stuff. We're not going to go too deep into this. I'll drop it in the chat if you guys want to read up on that. That's some good stuff right there. All right. Get back to this. I don't even think I read this. To prepare for the third phase, cyber criminals typically store stolen information in a secure location within the network until data has been collected. They then extract or exfiltrate it without detection. They may use tactics like denial of service. We talked about that in the network basic class last week or 2 weeks ago. And the class title was network security and concepts, like denial of service attack to distract the security team and tie up the network personnel while the data is being exfiltrated. The network can remain compromised, waiting for the thieves to return at any time. Man, this is so freaking cool, man. And these dudes are freaking talented. And I gotta laugh. I gotta make sure I get to that point. That's some cool stuff right there, man. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Character. So now we're on the second portion. We just finished the first portion about what is the APT and all that subdomains. We're on the second portion. We're on the second one. I think this one's relatively quick. And the third one, we're going to go over real life APT examples and recent news and stuff like that. Running out of water. All right. Characteristics of an APT attack. Symptoms of an APT. Remember how we first opened up? These guys are silent. They're hidden. All right, you can't find them. So there should be some symptoms you should look out for to better spot these guys. Since advanced persistent threats use different techniques from ordinary hackers, they leave behind different signs. In addition to spear phishing campaigns that target organization leaders, symptoms of an advanced persistent threat attack include unusual activity on user's account, such as an increase in high-level logins late at night. That's a red flag. Widespread presence of backdoor Trojan. Another red flag. Unexpected or unusual data bundles, which may indicate that data has been amassed in preparation for exfiltration. Red flag. And this is something I've seen back when I was a SOC analyst. One of the clients had a tool called Darktrace we use. And sometimes Darktrace will flag these high unexpected data bundles, 4 gigabytes from going out to AWS. I'm like, oh, whoa, is everything okay here? What do you guys? Oh, no, I'm just downloading documents. You're good. Oh, okay. So really look out for that stuff. And lastly, unexpected information flows such as anomalies in outbound data or a sudden uncharacteristic increase in database operations involving massive quantities of data. Okay? Yeah, man. That is it. I think that's it for this lesson. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Quick lesson. Guys, screenshot this, take notes. These are symptoms of APTs that you can use to pinpoint these strange anomalies and behaviors. Okay. Again, for those coming in, this is a pre-recorded class. I'm gonna keep saying that. Actually, I like doing these pre-recorded. I'm not gonna lie. Quick little sidebar. I like doing it because I did them on days. I only did 2 hours this day, work-wise. I usually do 8 hours, but I'm more on a part-time schedule right now. Just getting used to it before I go full-time. Yeah, voice is not hurting. I'm not on the phones all the time because I'm back working customer service. So I really enjoy this, and then when this actually comes out, I'll be laughing. So I don't know, thinking about it. Let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, it's easier for me, but I do like the live feedback I get from you guys. Very encouraging. We'll see. Just let me know. Post it in the comments section. Advanced persistent threat examples. So we're in the third and last part. Actually, yeah, I think this is the second to longest part. So we're going to talk about APTs examples. All right, I gave you a sneak peek of examples earlier. I'm going to give you some more examples. There's over 150 groups according to CrowdStrike. I think I got like 7 I want to show you guys. 7 or 10. So as you can see, APTs could come from anywhere on this earth, whether it's the western side or the eastern side. All right. So let's go. I said global. I already took an L right there. Goblin Panda. This is APT 27. And notice their numbers in characteristic because there's so many. So the numbers really help. Goblin. I don't know if it's Goblin or Goblin. I probably wrote it wrong. Goblin Panda APT 27 was first observed in September 2013 when CrowdStrike discovered indicators of attacks, IOAs, which we talked about last streams, in the network of a technology company that operates in multiple sectors. This China-based adversary uses 2 Microsoft Word exploit documents with training related to sorry, with training related themes to drop malicious files when open. All right, so that's crazy right here. Oh, I can't open this link. Oh, that sucks. That is sucks. I had a link about them. Ah, man. All right, let me see something real quick. APT. That sucks. I really want to had a link right there. Let me see if I go. Damn. That super sucks. That super sucks. I really want to show you guys an example. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, guys. Don't worry. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, see. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so there we go. Okay, it was Goblin Panda, so that was a mistype on my end. So this is CrowdStrike. I'm getting majority of the information from them. So they go over Goblin Panda and all this stuff, kind of like the art they have right there. Let's see what they got. Yep, it talked about how they use 2 exploit documents with Vietnamese language, all that stuff. CVEs, all that other stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Nothing too crazy. You got their number, you got their attack method, all that stuff. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Fancy Bear. This is a very popular one. This is APT 28. Fancy Bear, APT 28, is a Russian based attacker. It uses phishing messages and spoof websites that closely resemble legitimate ones in order to gain access to conventional computers and mobile devices. All right, that's Fancy Bear, very popular one. Let's read about CrowdStrike's profile. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Let's read about CrowdStrike's profile about Fancy Bear. Okay. I wish I had the link. Oh, there we go. There's Fancy Bear. Dang, they've been operating since 2008. Wow. So as you see, this is their method, and this is good to learn. This is their attack vector. Phishing and credential harvesting spoof websites. Okay. It looks like they have certain targets. Let's see, range far beyond the United States and in Western Europe. This group is, let's see, observe against defensive. Okay. Russian government. So yeah, this is a nation-sponsored group. And as you can see, it's been noted in many well-known crimes. Interesting, man. I love the artwork they have. This kind of reminds me of Darknet Diaries. There we go. Darknet Diaries. They have some good artwork. All right, so that's that. Again, we're getting their nation, their attack method, and their targets. Cozy Bear. I believe this is another Russian group. Cozy Bear APT 29 is an adversary of Russian origin, assessed as likely to be acted on the behalf of the Foreign Intelligence Service of the Russian Federation. This adversary has been identified leveraging large volumes of spear phishing campaigns to deliver an extensive range of malware types as part of an effort to target political, scientific, and national security entities. All right. I won't go through all the links anymore because we're running low on time, but you guys pretty much get the gist. Let's move on. Ocean Buffalo APT 32. Ocean Buffalo APT 32 is a Vietnam-based target intrusion adversary, reportedly active since at least 2012. This adversary is known to employ a wide range of tactics, techniques, and procedures to include the use of both custom and off-the-shelf tools, as well as the disruption of malware via strategic, well-compromised operation and spear phishing emails containing malicious attachments. All right. Helix Kitten, APT 34. Helix Kitten, APT 34 has been active since at least late 2015 and is likely Iran based. It targets organizations in aerospace, energy, financial, government, hospitality, and telecommunication, and uses well-researched and structured spear phishing messages that are highly relevant to targeted personnel. All right, that's Helix Kitten. That's APT 34, most likely Iran-based nation state. All right, so I'm running through these really fast because we got a lot more. I think I just one more slide I really want to break down before we end the stream. We got 15 minutes left. Wicked Panda, APT 41. Wicked Panda has been one of the most prolific and effective China-based adversaries from the mid 2010s into the 2020s. CrowdStrike Intelligence assesses Wicked Panda consists of a superset of groups involving several contractors working in the interest of the Chinese state while still carrying out criminal for-profit activities, likely with some form of tactic approved from CCC. I believe that's the China's Communist Party. So this is a nation-state group, nation-funded political push group. All right. Okay, cool. We got through all that. So we got 15 minutes to spare. These are recent APT attacks that literally happened this week at the time of this recording. I think some of them are like a month old. Oh, don't tell. Are you serious? Why can't... Hold on. Let me exit full screen. Oh, that's why. Okay. So what I'm going to do... Oh, shoot. It's going to kick me out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just open link in new tab. Open link in new tab. Open link in new tab. Okay, I got scared for a second. I'm like, no, do I got to find these articles again? All right, so we'll just read it from here. All right. I think it looks cleaner on Firefox, to be honest, but it is what it is. Yeah, it looks way cleaner on Firefox. Now I'm gonna. So let's read about this. Pakistani APT-36 hackers using a Linux malware to attack Indian government. This is today, actually. Hold on. Let me actually... Is that today? That's today. I just realized that. Okay. Transparent Tribe, aka APT-36, is a group based in Pakistan. Has recently been found employing a stealthy tactic to distribute a new Linux malware called Poseidon. All right, so this is their method of attacking. Let's see. So it looks like the group masquerade their attacks using two-factor authentication tool commonly used by various Indian government agencies. The malware Poseidon is part of the Transparent Tribe malware family that is used as a second stage payload. Here below, we have mentioned a few other names of APT. So they go by other names. Operation C Major, Project M, Mythic Leopard. That's why the APT number is so important, because they could go by all these names. They all go back to APT-36. All right. Look at the general target. So it looks like they target Indian governments and military. I'm not sure on the reason why, but that's their target. And it looks like we got more capabilities of Poseidon logging keystrokes. So what happened to the dev guy at LastPass? LastPass. Taking screenshot captures, uploading files, downloading files, remotely administering. Interesting. Wow. Look at all this. This is some good information. I'll drop this in the chat. Drop this in the chat for you guys, so you guys can read more about that APT. We're gonna move on to the next one. This one's from Mandalian. Dark Reading. That was an ad. This is recent. Russian Fancy Bear APT. Guys, we just read about Fancy Bear. You guys remember the number? No, I forgot to. You're good. Russian Fancy Bear APT exploited unpatched Cisco routers to hack U.S. EU government agency. Guys, this is recent, bro. The last article is from April 20th, today. This one's from April 19th. The nation stage threat group deployed custom malware on archaic version of Cisco routers operating system. Expert warned that such attacks are targeting network infrastructure are on the rise. As recently as 2021, the notorious Russian APT-28 was exploiting network routers, running outdated versions of Cisco iOS and iOS XE operating system software, using them to deploy backdoors and networks across European and American government institutions. Wow, this is crazy. Let's read a little bit more about Fancy Bear. APT-28, aka Fancy Bear, Strontium TSAR team and Sophosy Group is best known for its campaigns against Ukraine in the 2016 U.S. election. The UK National Cyber Security Center has attributed this group to the 85th Special Service Center, Military Intelligence Unit, 26165, part of Russian General Staff Main Intelligence Directorate. Wow. Let's see what is going. So let's see what's going on. How they take advantage of these routers. As someone who used to be a NOC tech and used to work with Cisco routers, this is interesting. On June 29, 2017, Cisco revealed a series of vulnerabilities in the Simple Network Management Protocol, SNMP, a communication protocol for a networking device running iOS versions 12.0 through 12.4 and 15.0 through 15.6 and iOS XE 2.2 through 3.17. A specially crafted SNMP packet, the company explained, could have allowed attackers to remotely execute code on affected device or cause them to reboot. Ooh. The vulnerabilities were grouped under CVE 2017-6742 and assigned a high CVSS score of 8.8. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Though a patch for the SMP vulnerabilities was released all those years ago, by 2021, APT28 was still exploiting Cisco routers to access US, EU, and primarily Ukrainian government networks. This is crazy, man. So they're still taking advantage of this exploit. Wow. You guys need to upgrade your Cisco attacks, man. Sorry, your Cisco's. Because you guys should not. Come on, man. That is some crazy stuff. I'll drop that in the chat below. Some interesting stuff right there. Okay, next one. Inside the shadow. This was from last month. Inside the shadowy world of Iranian cyber espionage group, APT-33. All right. Also known as Elfin, a cyber espionage group operating since at least 2013. Interesting. Is there more to this? There we go. APT-33 focuses on gathering intelligence on organizations in the aerospace, energy, and petrochemical sectors, well as on government agencies and academic institutions. Wow. This is interesting. So it goes over APT. What do they do? And it looks like they build custom-built malware and advanced social engineering. Interesting. So as you notice, each APT has their own attack vectors, their own methods of doing their thing. The group typically gains access through spear phishing, again, phishing, exploiting vulnerabilities in software, or using stolen login credentials. Once inside the network, APT-33 will often spend months or even years mapping out an organization's system and stealing sensitive data before exfiltrating it back to its command and control server. Guys, that's a whole lesson right there. That's APTs. This is why they're lurkers. They're threats. They're dangerous. Months and years inside of a corporation's network, exfiltrating data out through a command and control server. Damn, man. And then that's why I brought out this right here. CRTO certification. Because this sort of, gosh, why is that so big? That is the wrong one. This is it. Actually, where's their company at? Where's the company at? Wait, is this the course? Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think they must have changed the website. CRCO certification website. Wait, where the heck is it? Wait, where is the... I'm so confused. Where's their website at? Hold on, let me find this real quick. Sorry about that. I want to find their website. CRTO certification. Oh, it's right here. What the heck? I don't know why I couldn't find it. I don't know why. So I'm gonna read this real quick. So this is an actual certification that's gonna teach you how to do stuff like that. Obviously, legally and with permission. The Red Team Ops is an online self-study course that teaches you The basic principles, tools, and techniques synonymous with red teaming. Students will first cover their core concepts of adversary stimulation, command and control, engagement, planning, and reporting. Then they will go through each stage of the attack lifecycle from initial compromise to full domain takeover, data hunting, and exfiltration. Students will learn how common OPSEC failures can lead to detection by defenders, how to carry out those attacks in a stealthier way. Finally, they will learn how to bypass defenses such as Windows Defender, AMSI, and App Locker. All right, the reason I brought that up because there's training for this, obviously for those who want to do it legitly. Now, when you look back at these, what was that, APT? Where were we at? Get rid of that. Sorry, we were at APT 33. They're nation funded. They're backed by nations and stuff like that. So their training is prestigious. You don't know what kind of training. They're getting some pristine training. Okay. So, but those interested in this field and want to do it for good, that's the way to do it. Hit the link below. Okay. One of the most concerning aspects of APT 33's operation is its use of watering hole attacks, which involves compromising a website known to be frequently frequented by a particular group of users. This allows APT 33 to infect the computer of its intended targets without the need for spear phishing, emails, or other direct methods of attack. That's interesting. That's something you learn in actually Sec Plus, and they go for the targets right here. Looks like they target aerospace, energy, and petrochemical. Interesting. Did I drop this link in the? I did not drop this link. I'll drop this in the chat. We're gonna go over one more, and then we're gonna close out. Yeah, we didn't have time for labs, unfortunately. Kamikaka bot malware used in the latest dark pink APT attacks on Southeast Asian target. All right, so dark pink is an APT actor, has been linked to fresh set of attacks targeting government and military entities in Southeast Asian countries with the malware called Kamikaka bot. Okay, so it looks like this hacker or this group seems to be of Asia Pacific origin. Oh, it was recently new. And wow, 2021. So this is a baby group. This is a baby APT. All right. Fairly new. Wow, interesting stuff. Let's see. And this is their method of attack. Wow. Hey, living off the land. All right, words and all this stuff. Let's take advantage of it. Look at this. And it uses the command prompt, CMD, exit. Wow. Kamikaka bot is primarily engineered to steal data stored in web browsers and execute remote code using command prompt, while also embracing invasion techniques to blend in with the victim's environment and hinder detection. Guys, that's living off the land. That was literally the last stream. That's living off the freaking land. Let's see. Okay, let's see the reasoning. And they're so new, they don't even have a number. I've been trying to find their number while I was preparing for this class. I could not find it. The Dark Pink APT group is very likely a cyber espionage. We talked about cyber espionage, guys. One of the 4 goals or reasons: destruction, cyber espionage, hacktivism, or financial. Okay. The Dark Pink APT group is very likely a cyber espionage motivated threat actor that specifically exploits relations between Asian and European nations to create phishing lures during the February 2023 campaign. Interesting stuff, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh yeah, before we close out the slides, I want to give credit. Oh damn. Okay, I messed that up. I want to give credit to. Hold on, let me bring up the slides again. I want to bring up the slides. I want to give. Yeah, we go. Okay, it actually pulled back too. I'm going to give credit to the information and the slides design. Share screen. Allow. All right. And thanks. So special thanks to CrowdStrike for the information and the research. Cybersecurity Ventures for the stats and all that stuff. And this is credits for the template created by Slides Go, Icon, Slideicon, and images by FreePick. Okay. Stop screen. So thank you guys for watching. This was actually a really good stream. All right. This is literally a day after the last ethical hacking stream. So I knocked this out real fast. That was pretty dope, pretty impressive with me. But yeah, we did it. Hour and 30 minutes. We knocked it out. Hopefully, you guys learned something new. Don't forget to rate the course in the description below. This is pre-recorded, so I won't be able to respond to comments live. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to post them in the chat. And I look forward to helping you guys all out. Other than that, thank you so much. You guys take care now. Peace.